If you're in the market for something that's reliable like a Toyota but is premium like a Mercedes, what do you get? The answer is a Lexus. Welcome back to PR and Test Drive. Today we have the 2025 Lexus NX 350h Executive. Let's check it out. Now we all know that the NX is built off of the RAV4 platform, but there's actually a lot more to it than just a RAV4 with a Lexus shell. You get more powertrain options, more features, better materials, but unfortunately also a big price tag. Across all trim lines, comparing an NX to a RAV4, you're looking at a 20 grand difference. The base NX 250 starts at about 53 grand Canadian, and the top 450h Plus plug-in model will set you back close to $80,000. Between those two trims, you've got 13 other variants, including this Executive 350h model, which after deliveries is gonna cost about 72 grand Canadian. So needless to say, you've got plenty of options. Amongst the 15 variants, you also have 4 available powertrains: 2 gas engines, 1 conventional hybrid, and 1 plug-in hybrid. The base gas engine is a 2.5 liter inline-4 producing 203 horsepower. The second engine is the 2.4 liter turbo 4 producing 275 horsepower. The third one, which is the hybrid engine we have right here, is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline-4 paired with 3 electric motors to produce a combined total of 240 horsepower. The plug-in hybrid version features a very similar setup to this, but with bigger battery, of course, and more powerful electric motors. So the combined total for that one is 304 horsepower. All-wheel drive comes standard on all NX models in Canada. As for transmissions, the gas models get 8-speed autos and the hybrids get eCVTs. In terms of the exterior, this tester is painted in the Nori Green Pearl color, and I gotta be honest with you, I love this color. It looks so good, especially under the sun. The NX itself is also a pretty good looking crossover in my opinion, but the RX looks better, I think. LED headlights come standard for the NX models, but this model also gets, this trim gets the upgraded triple beam headlights as well as LED fog lights and cornering lamps. Over to the side, the NX uses McPherson struts in the front, a double wishbone setup in the rear, and this trim also gets 20-inch rims. Feature-wise, you've got 360 camera, keyless entry, as well as electronic door handles. Something to keep in mind is that dimension-wise, the NX is a little shorter, a little smaller than a GLC and an X3. Around back, you get LED taillights in a form of a light bar that stretches all the way across, some Lexus logos and model designations, as well as a bunch of parking sensors. If you look closely, you'll also see 2 L's in the form of arrows pointing to, in the middle, a Lexus badge, which I think is a pretty cool Easter egg. The cargo area is upholstered with pretty premium feeling carpet, and although cargo capacity is not class leading, it's not bad. There's actually quite a lot of space underneath the trunk floor, despite this being a hybrid, and the trunk floor itself doubles up as a cargo divider, which definitely is a nice touch. The rear seats fold down 60-40 split, and it's power folding, so just press these buttons over here and you can fold and unfold your seats without hassle. However, even though these seats are power folding, they do not power recline. Instead, you get 2 clicks of recline adjustments that you have to pull this lever to adjust it manually, which I think I would have preferred a little button here so that I could take advantage of the electric seats and have them recline for me, but that's a minor complaint. Aside from that, the interior looks beautiful. 2-tone macadamia and black leather interior with open pore wood trims on the door panels. This is show car material. You also get a big panoramic sunroof as well as heated rear seats for the outer passengers. I also really like the perforations and the patterns on the seats back here. The front seat area is just as nice. The seats themselves are very comfortable, they're heated, ventilated, and the driver also gets memory function. The center armrest here opens up from both sides for your center console, and your wireless charging pad also doubles up as a sliding door for more storage space underneath it. You also have some physical buttons for your climate control, like temperature control, volume control, drive mode select, things like that. This trim In addition to all those features, also get a head-up display, a 17-speaker Mark & Levinson sound system, as well as, of course, heated steering wheel. The screens that we're working with is a 7-inch digital cluster and a 14-inch infotainment screen. No complaints on the infotainment screen. It has support for wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. It displays plenty of information, all that good stuff. But the 7-inch cluster, I think Lexus should have upgraded to the 12-inch unit that they use for most of their other models, especially for this trim because it has the touchpad steering wheel controls. When you're using the touchpad, there's a UI box that shows up in the middle of the screen, which blocks all the other information that's displayed underneath it. With the 12-inch screen, this isn't an issue because there's more screen real estate, so you can still see your information while using the touchpads. Minor complaint there, but it would be nice for this top trim to have the bigger screen. Anyway, let's hop on the road and see what this car drives like. Well, the highlight of this Lexus NX is definitely the efficiency. Unlike the Europeans where they have mild hybrids and plug-in hybrids, this is the only one in the segment that features a self-charging hybrid system. On the highway, I was able to manage about 6 liters per 100 kilometers, and in the city, in the 5-liter range. For context, my combined average so far after 234 kilometers is 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. I've gone as low as 3.6 liters per 100 kilometers in a 16-kilometer city run, which is incredibly fuel efficient. And the cherry on top is that you don't need to put premium gas in, so efficiency-wise, this is unbeatable. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again, when it comes to hybrid powertrain, this setup is one of the best in the business. Engine turns on and off seamlessly, the brake pedal feels natural, and it doesn't do any of the regen braking on liftoff, so it drives like a normal car. Even the eCVT drone that this system is known for is not as intrusive, not nearly as intrusive as in the Toyotas because of the better sound deadening. To top it all off, this powertrain is proven to be very, very reliable. With that said, although this powertrain has enough power, it's really not bad at low speeds. You're not going to be winning any races, and you're not going to be doing any canyon runs either, because the GLC and the X3 in their base form are both quicker and handles better compared to this NX. But this NX is very comfortable. The suspension tuning is soft, the ride is very supple. So if you don't necessarily care about accelerations and cornering and handling, that sort of stuff, this is a great option for you. This executive trim also comes with a plethora of safety features like emergency braking at intersections, pedestrian detections, evasive steering, adaptive cruise control, lane tracing, lane change assist, blind spot warning, 360 camera, automatic parking. The list goes on, but you get the idea. The adaptive cruise control and lane tracing works great. The lane change assist also changes lanes smoothly and not too quickly, so that's great, and I feel confident using it. The advanced park feature is also something that I quite like. Within the system that traditional manufacturers offer, I'd say that this is one of the better ones. All you gotta do is stop near parking spots, click on the advanced park button, and then you can pick and choose which parking spot for the car to park into. You can also choose to forward park or reverse park, which is even better. Then just let the car handle it for you. Easy as that. Overall, the Lexus NX 350h takes the best part of the Toyota RAV4, i.e. the powertrain and the reliability, and then elevates the rest with premium materials, fancier designs, and upgraded features. Maybe the $72,000 price tag on this executive trim is a little hard to swallow, but as I mentioned earlier, there is 15 trims to choose from. So you will definitely find something that you would like within the Lexus NX range. Anyway, what do you think about the Lexus NX? Which trim would you pick Or are you still leaning towards a RAV4? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.